brutally suppressed. Good job, by the way. You guys got paid for that. You guys know how long blood spilled on soil, looks and lasts and stuff like that. Yeah, about a day and a half. Stuff like that. Whatever this creature is, obviously, it's not natural in. Remember how I said there's monstrosities which are sort of like augmented normal beasts and stuff like that, or like some variation or weird complexion to them? Yeah, this is a more your speed. The Savager was a monstrosity, technically. Normal bears don't grow to really big, get porcupine spiked, etc., etc. It's a weird mutation, almost. Whatever savaged this camp was not natural. And the fact that it lacks the certain things that would mark it as other things. So if this was fairy shit, you doubt that you guys would have even found this camp. Fairies tend to be pretty obvious in their aesthetic themes. Not enough burn marks or, I don't know, sacrificial offerings for, more cultish infernal sorts. That's not saying all infernal people like blood sacrifice and stuff like that, but it's ones that interact with the human world and stuff like that. They tend to like to leave their mark. Proof of fear and concept and stuff like that. Obviously not celestial. You doubt, again, similar to Fate, this place would have even been found if Celestials really wanted to smite the shit out of this place. Nothing would be around a 1 mile radius. Stuff like that. At least the script or anything to go by. No. This is something more your speed. Something monstrous. You reckon by the breaks in the trees, the trail that led to here, it's like it made its own path in. Like, there are trees that should block something of this size. It made its own path. You don't think it cares about trees at all. It probably went, like, I don't know, 15 feet high. So, a story and a half. Pretty sizable. It walked on fours, although in a manner similar to, like, apes and beasts. Like an ape, like ape-like beast. So, back handprints walking on fists. The biggest thing that messes with you, though, is you find a feather.
Like a normal bird's feather, or
no? For normal bird's feathers, they don't leave feathers the size of your arm, like tucked at the top of the tree. You're like, huh? That's a really weird looking branch. That's not a branch at all. That's a feather. You climb up and get it. Yeah, it's pretty thin. Like probably like it's only as like wide as like your hand, but again, it's really long. As long as you're like from your elbow to your fingertips.
Oh, is there any color patterns on it?
It is a raven black.
Raven black, okay.
No fancy glitter to it or anything like that. Another sign that's not really fairy. Fairies tend to have stuff always going on with their wings. A bunch of weirdos.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing is monstrous, whatever it is. The other bit is you note that it ate stuff. You assume it's the thing that ate stuff. You notice that the bodies aren't here. Despite so much blood being spilled, there's no bodies here. So either it ate the bodies or something. Probably ate it.
Like at all, so there's not even any like shredded clothing or like a.
I mean, there's signs of a scuffle. There's like ripped pieces of clothing, armor, the broken bit of a blade even here. There's signs, there's scratches and things like that a fight happened here. It's obvious that people were here and fought. The people or the bodies left behind, on the other hand, hey, who knows? Maybe they won. Maybe they're chasing the thing. Who knows? Nonetheless, though, no signs of them.
Okay, I'm able to tell if they were eaten. Were they eaten at the campsite or were they taken away?
If they were eaten, there's no like dismembered parts. I mean, there's definitely blood enough to indicate that someone was like had their arm ripped off or something, but nothing that really speaks out to that they're eaten here. The blood, even the blood, there's no blood trails that lead away from here either. Like there's one that like almost runs off, but it's still like within the camp's vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone was dragged and eaten somewhere, they would leave a hell of a blood trail. There's no sign of such.
Okay. Yeah. I would say. Which is it?
Okay.
Wins out.
So when she does this, I immediately look at the clearing. Does it look big enough that a bird would have enough egress to fly out of here?
Well,
With the potential
like
wingspan
fly
of what
through
you're
the
facing.
fly through the gap that it made.
Read my mind.
Yeah, exactly like that. Would they have enough distance to clear the tree?
I mean, it could probably just like push the trees aside and be in flying. But yes, it could. Whatever this thing is, its signature wasn't subterfuge.
Signature
more
was
of a-
fucking destroying you.
Yes.
When you're the alpha, you don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Exactly. So while you guys are looking around,
Nevertheless,
Dusk, anything you want to do during this, or you were just keeping an eye out?
Just kind of
Genevieve's
keeping an eye out. My survival instinct is strong. I don't want to touch anything.
Roll me perception. Oh, I do the same for Genevieve.
I believe in you.
But actually, you roll with advantage. You roll with advantage. That's probably better.
Roll with advantage.
Mhm.
I do have my mantle on, so.
So okay, we can do that. Well, there's no triple advantage.
Sad trombone.
Maybe Genevieve will just roll by herself then. You already had advantage anyways, right? So,
Wow.
Get fucked.
man, today is not your day for rolls. at all.
Definitely not. Why
not.
is that?
Definitely not.
Some big like anime here.
You lost some of your mojo when you're about to give some spunk. You lost some mojo.
Lost my
Oh
mojo.
my god.
This will not
Anyway.
stop until you get your strength back.
Or until you get laid properly. Maybe you're blue ball permanently right now, right? So,
This guy's mojo, man.
so
All right,
You just gotta get.
who's taking one for the team?
Looks
Sally,
Mm.
Genevieve.
I'm good, man. I'm
Ace.
good.
any hole
It's a
works.
genuine-
Why didn't you jump to Magnus? You just stopped at Chase.
I said what I
that's true.
said.
Anyways,
Magnus
Genevieve,
and Dusk are probably the most likely couple so far.
I mean, you guys are the most prolific. Anyways, so
I'm a man of God.
Most experienced.
you and Genevieve note that there is something rumbling out in the woods. Not close, but not far either.
What do you think that is?
Genevieve just like notches an arrow. Something troubling. Whatever it is quite obvious. Because it topples trees as it clears its own path. Just whatever it needs to. Not like it's
holy
purposely doing that.
I don't think there's much else to be learned here. Besides, there is a massive fucking creature around.
Very close around. You can see the tops of the trees. It is toppling. It probably is only about, I don't know, 200, 300 feet away.
Is it heading away from us or towards us? Can we tell?
A moment passes, another tree topples. It seems to be getting closer to you.
Oh,
think it
okay.
might know we're here.
Fun. Can we get the fuck out?
I second the notion. There's no need for a fight.
I'd
Perhaps,
rather not fight a
Dolly.
big scary thing we don't have to.
Agnes, do you think this is related to what we're investigating?
It certainly could be.
I mean, yeah.
Make a decision now. Another tree topples. Now.
Let us go.
We should go.
All right.
I'd rather not get, beaten before the main thing, if that
Let's
makes
look-
sense.
What is
just-
around us, real quick?
Yeah.
So I'll give like a general scoop. So if you guys are hello, color palette, load. Thank you.
Nah, you
So-
don't need that.
So if you guys let's see, so the river goes like thusly. You guys are probably, I'll use a red. So like right here. The trap field goes well around this place, probably like a mile radius or so, maybe a bit farther. And it's not like you guys ran to traps like every 5 seconds, not like that. But it is like that's just how it goes. Whatever it is, we'll use this really bright green. Is somewhere in this direction. lettuce leaf. I hate that. I hate that.
You're laughing. That's great.
Trees over here. Are there any?
There's you guys are in a yeah. I'll just draw like a general tree line. This one. It's basically a tree line that is not on the riverbanks. It's like fully, but there is it goes along it. It follows parallel to the river itself.
Is this accurate distance?
I think the river will be wider, but in terms of like distance from tree line to river, yes.
Does the river look traversable?
At certain parts, yes. At certain parts, no.
Any part close to us?
Yes. River. If I were going by actual distance of how wide the river is probably like 20 feet. It goes anywhere from 12 to 20 feet, depending on how like where you are in the river. So around where you guys are, we'll say it's like 15 feet. So you guys could technically run over it, or jump across it, rather. Some of you.
If this thing's
You also have
assaultless, we could lay a trap for it.
Do we have time for such?
Yeah. It was only 200 feet away.
So that depends. How long do you think? I'm just gonna lay this out. How long do you think it would be for us to like go here
book it to the river, probably,
and then get over here? How tall is the trees before I even finish this?
How tall are the trees? They vary somewhere between 15 some to 25. Like older trees.
Okay.
They're all pretty sizable though. Or actually no, it'd be taller than that. So probably like 20 to 30. Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking. We get across the river. We get some of the trees ready to fall. Since Dust can't fight, he can be the one who cuts the line on the cord.
Are you sure you can cut a line?
Whenever it gets in the water, start hitting it with trees. And then if it gets out, it's going to be pretty weakened and we can finish it off.
Cool.
I can roll with that. Would it assist if I had... Well, I have passed out a trace ready. Would that assist with this at all? Or no?
Oh, yeah, I've got that too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we want to do it...
We're trying to get a drop on it. I think we need all the help we can get looking at the claim
definitely.
points.
And the squishies. Okay.
Let's roll with that.
So you guys book it. You guys. Oh, that's a wrong thing. Circle. Don't need that. So you guys basically begin booking it towards camp through the brush of the trees, assorted foliage, etc., underbrush. Get to the river, get to the thinner part of it, which is right here, we'll say, and how do you guys get across quickly? Some of you can probably jump it. It's like 10 feet.
I certainly cannot.
That's
Throw him
my
on the
kicker.
back of the giant lizard.
Okay.
That's my suggestion.
So Dusty climb on the back of Brongar, or Brongar protests vehemently, but situation is what it is. You
I
guys
will
cross
thank him for his service.
as if noting that you guys were going faster, the thing also moves faster.
Oh god.
It's not toppling trees anymore, but you guys can see the top, like the canopy, the tree tops themselves. They don't fully crack and break as if timber style, but they at least tilt, like Leaning Tower of Pisa style. You guys hear a bird call.
Hi, caramba.
Do
A very loud bird call.
you think we're gonna have time to prep these trees? Like, can we put this together? Do we have time to prep the trees to fall?
I don't think.
I would give
Sounds
you
like
one
it's
chance to
running.
do such, but the thing is, like, you'll have to roll, like, someone with an axe is gonna have to roll well.
What if I was
Giant lizard.
30 feet tall?
I do wish I had enlarged, reduced, prepared. That'd be so much fun too.
You will probably be able to get through it faster then. You get 2 attempts, which is 100% more than you had before.
I give him
I
guidance
think,
on
yeah.
at least one of them.
Well, it'd be an attack roll, not an ability check.
Fuck.
You're basically just swinging at a tree.
Yeah, I would get them ready. Have them set up ropes while I do this.
Would casting Bless on him assist him with this?
If you want to cast Bless and use it as a spell slot.
It's an attack.
Sure, I'll do
The
Bless.
Bless won't last until combat.
Ah.
I'll tell you that. So it's up to you.
Never
Short
mind.
resource.
He's probably fine.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll. With your axe.
Quote unquote.
I mean, it's like fucking huge, you know, fucking. Like, it's like because polymorph doesn't change your equipment to be bigger. If anything, it just says your equipment morphs into you and stuff like that. So, well, I guess you could keep it because I did say you could change it. Never mind. Just keep going. Just roll a battle axe with associated stat changes of being bigger, and et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. So I guess that would be just this plus 1.
Okay.
22.
22. That definitely works. The finicky bit to this is you can't just break through the whole tree. You probably would have an easier time just breaking through the whole fucking tree without having to care. The catch is you're trying to break it just enough and not immediately topple it. So you actually had to put a bit of careful work into this, even though the magnitude of this is quite big. Luckily, though, you managed to get just enough into it, and then you guys been tying it off. It's about ready to fall just by its own, by the tilting of it and its own weight, but the rope is holding it back barely. Ready enough for you to snip the rope and lay it out. It being the monster, that is.
Cool. Yeah, and the intent is we can pin it or at least knock it into the river
Water.
where we have the advantage against it.
Yeah. The river itself goes about 10 feet deep, so it's not super, it's not like you're going to drown it. If it's as big as Dolly reports it to be.
Just enough we can get it outside of its comfort zone and back.
Ideally. Let's find out. All right. So you're probably wondering, Crash, what sort of wicked abomination did you conjure up this time? Funnily enough, I've been sitting on this picture for about a year and a half now, maybe a bit longer. I've always wanted to put in the main, the colonial character.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a bit too humanoid. That's a bit too humanoid.
Is it the
Probably far too humanoid. Actually, I think about it. No, it looks probably something a bit more equivalent to. I should put this in the frontier chat, not the general chat. It looks more equivalent to something like this. Isn't that a lovely thing?
It's holding a deer with its extra hands. That's neat.
Note that the
That
hands
is
at its
haunting.
chest are more humanoid, but note that its main ones are not. There is something missing from that image there. Something that I've added is a slit, like a flesh flap. We'll get to what's up with that later because we're gonna take a 5-minute break and then combat will begin in earnest. I'm gonna try to draw a really rudimentary battle map for you guys.
I'm a good.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we in here.
Yeah.
Seeing how Dusk is super useful in combat. As a matter of fact, I would assume you have the most important.
Well, I'm glad that I did, in fact, come on this adventure then. Because I was kind of regretting it.
You're gonna cut the tree rope. It'll be super helpful.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that there for. Actually, I'll close that right now. I need to walk the screen. Close. Yeah, doesn't that thing look lovely? It looks so awesome. Great. It's a monstrosity through and through.
And from the sounds of it, it looks like it was going to trail us anyway.
Oh no, yeah, totally. This thing's passive perception is 23.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yeah, okay.
I don't think it's actually even possible for me to beat that.
You guys could have beaten it with
It
Pass
is
Father Trace. Pass Father Trace and Guidance, you guys could have snuck away,
Alright.
technically.
So,
It's just that, again, it would cost resources. Stuff like that.
Let me have a look.
I love how
so as a group check, yes. Myself, no. Frick no.
Well, no, it would have been a group check because it would have been the total, like the average of like group stuff. So say 20 feet. There you go. That's okay, that looks
What is
pretty
that
good.
first art from?
BRB.
Oh, that's
Smite.
a concept art for Smite Skin.
Oh,
Called
okay.
it.
It's actually for Sobek, the crocodile god of the Nile.
Oh, I can see it with like the body shape a bit.
Oh, I have a +3 to damage. Because monstrosity.
Hey.
Mm.
Plus
favorite
3 to
enemy.
damage. That's
It's really
not
good
how.
damage, but
You
Could be
also
damage.
gain. Wait, let's see.
the damage one is
Above
like
your
the
favorite
capstone.
enemies and on a television, but you also gain a +2 bonus to damage with weapon attacks, which increase to +3 at 6th level.
Where are you reading this?
Huh?
Where are you reading this?
On my sheets. Is it the wrong one?
I believe so, because there's nothing in favorite adversary that increases the damage you do against your favorite adversary.
Oh shit. It might have been one I pulled off the internet.
Yeah, don't trust anything you get from the internet, because all that shit is homebrew.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
really.
if that sounds like revised Ranger.
Well, still, that's not what we use, so don't use it.
Oh, let me have a look. Oh, here we go. Favorite adversary. Favorite. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Thanks. I'll give it up.
You have expanded crit range against them. That's a big kicker.
Yeah, that's super.
Yeah, because if you build Ranger and then you fucking grab Fighter 3rd level, suddenly, against the thing I hate, fucking crit range 18 to 20. Because fuck that. That's like 20. Yeah, it's like 20 feet.
You may reroll a favorite enemy. Okay, so I can reroll an attack.
If they crit you, you can undo the crit potentially. So you can survive against them a lot better than anyone else.
Yeah,
which I'm
that's
sure
what
is something Dusk has right now, but what a shame.
It's
Okay, I'm just gonna
something that
straight up
Shenmue was
just
using in the
copy and
fight
paste
with
it.
her.
I'm gonna just replace this and then.
Yeah, just copy and paste from the homebrew documents. It's not that hard.
Yeah. I thought I'd gotten it from there originally, but it must have been just I didn't have it
Cross-contaminated.
open or something. Yeah.
It's just the river.
Splish splash.
If I had more time, I'd do that zigzag thing like I did for the laser depth field in the Crystal Caverns, but oh well. Alright. I love this thing's name, by the way. You guys might see it in the initiative. Also, those of you that are here, put your tokens on first, and then roll your initiative.
What side of the river?
On the bottom side.
Copy that.
Oh, you're the tactician behind this? Where do you want the tree to be? I'll draw like a big thing for it. Pretty decent size. Probably like this big.
Yeah, so whatever is like the thickest part of the river that we can feasibly lure,
Let me see, can we get on this
that the
river?
tree will fall into the river. So like any of these spots are fine. All this part of the river looks good
Okay.
because it's not these narrower parts.
Yeah, I got you. You guys can be anywhere on this bottom side. So you guys want to be like all the way up there? You guys can. It's up to you.
Yeah, I feel like
fucking
that would be good, but I feel like it might limit how this battle goes.
That's fair. So we'll say how
How
about
we need to adjust the map on the fly, basically.
it wouldn't be that hard, but yeah, I don't think it would matter too much.
Because yeah, like right here is reasonably thick enough that we can
Yeah.
hold
say
this line and keep it.
Yeah, I'll say the tree is right here then. Boom. That look good?
Yep, looks good.
So if it goes about 30 feet across,
Oh.
yeah, I could get to the other. You could make a bridge to the other side, essentially. All right, let's see. Where's Genevieve? There she is. Tool. I'm so happy I can finally use this arm. I've been sitting on it for so long. I'm like, man, that thing looks wicked. Can't wait to use it. Never
It
happened.
definitely feels like something that could fit in the Colonial campaign pretty easily.
It's because monstrosities can fit anywhere.
What?
Oh my god.
If only we had all the ravens from last week show up this week. That'd be perfect.
Panics in bird.
Speaking of which, I should change the music. So, Matt, I don't remember what the Witcher comment music where the ladies go. Hey. I'm really trying to remember which one it is. Really trying.
Completely out of context GIF or
Okay.
out of context meme.
Okay. She's silver for monsters.
One whole meme.
Here's something completely out of context. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, that is awesome for her. That is. And this is why we don't do shit in the lake. Because that shit's scary. I'm saving that, though. Saving that. I'll put that in my monsters folder.
You are welcome.
The problem is there's like a little submarine. I'm like, that's not the right time period for what we got going.
Oh,
Shit to do. All right.
paint it over with black or something.
And look at this big boy. It's a boy. So this is probably the area in which you guys could like feasibly shoot into and stuff like that. Select. You guys see the name on it? Let's find out. Does it show on the thing? It does! I love that thing. I love the name.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was fine with like Eldritch Horror Abomination, but that name makes me incredibly uncomfortable.
No. Here's the other bit that the more of you are going to be even more uncomfortable with. It's not alone.
Oh, that's where the bodies went. Okay.
Oh, naturally.
The Gaggler has some interesting
Gaggle.
implications. Looks dusks. Don't do it.
This whole thing is just. This is wannabe horny time. That's all this campaign is.
It's for red. I changed it. I can't change the. Fuck. Okay. Okay. No, I have something for this. I'll just write it down on an independent. I'll have to roll. I'll put on my side like just their initiative number, so I'll remember which one's which. That'll probably be better.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
So let's see. So this is for Gag
You-
1.
Yeah, look at the name of that thing, Rebecca.
20.
Oh my god.
Gag 2 is blue. That is 12. And gag. Oh shit, I didn't put enough space for. Oh well, do it. On the side or something.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay. And then. Alright. Okay.
Looking from a distance, Zenobi's portrait reminds me of the Predator.
Yeah, it's the flats on the side, I bet.
Oh no, I really hope that I have better dexterity than at least the little dudes. I doubt I have better dexterity than the big guy.
I would think it would be the opposite.
Really?
It is the opposite.
Oh, fuck me.
So let's see. They think they both have the same. Yeah, they both do. So what's your dexterity?
I believe it's +3.
Okay.
Let me bring it up. Yeah, it's +3.
Okay. Everyone, I think it is. Gagged, Gaggler, Urbeast. I am missing a Dusk on the initiative order.
Oh, sorry.
Quick token, hit that initiative button. 8. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get this party rolling, shall we? I think we're all here. Yes.
I think so.
I don't think I'm gonna drink any Monster today. Actually, no. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab one of those like Starbucks Frappuccinos. They were coffee.
I'm drinking cold brew, almond cold. It's good.
Oh, we're getting oat milk soon.
Oat milk's alright. I like almond milk though.
Everyone's
What's
hyping it up.
this
I've
circle
never had
here?
it. That I think is a tree.
Okay, that's the truth. Alright.
Oh, is that big pink dot thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering what that was. Okay.
So something I discovered is that the little like Starbucks Frappuccino things, you're supposed to put them in a freezer for like a period of time and then pop it open, and then it actually becomes Frappuccino. It's not just like a liquid base thing.
Oh, I always thought it was
Alright,
just like a super
Alright.
milky liquid coffee thing.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
never understood why it was called Frappuccino. Then I discovered that the other day, and it's like, wow, you guys did no effort in telling people how to actually make this a Frappuccino.
I bet it's pretty good actually if you freeze it.
I think it'd be
So,
solid.
I'm back. Let's
Hi.
get rolling. Perhaps literally.
It's
so-
gonna be rolling.
Dolly, you're first up. While within this tree line, creatures have half cover.
Okay.
Unless it's anyone of a non-medium size category. So Urbeast doesn't have any cover, the Gaggler doesn't have any cover, and Brongar doesn't have any cover. But the rest of you have medium cover against range attack and such.
Okay. And half cover includes these wee dudes here, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's clicking nowhere near where my mouse was. Okay, that's interesting. Right, okay.
The water counts as difficult terrain, as it does with any swimming speeds. So you guys have a bit of time before, they get to you.
Okay. So half cover means you have advantage, right? On the
No, half cover has a static amount of AC and stuff that it gives.
They're harder to hit, essentially.
Okay. In that case, how long have we got to go? What's that one?
Half cover increases AC and dexterity saving throw modifiers by 2.
Everyone forgets the deck save.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna wait, 'cause I think it's the red one's going first. So, can I hold an action until this Shane here comes out the half cover?
Which
red guy?
action are you holding?
I was gonna do Hunter's Mark on it and then do 2
Can't do that.
PQs. Oh, can I not?
No.
Okay.
You're going to hold a action. A
Okay,
bonus
in that
action
case,
is in action.
What you can do is use your bonus action now to Hunter's Mark and then hold an action, which is like
Correct.
just attack.
But you only make
Okay.
one attack, not 2.
I'll just do the big one then. Okay.
Yes,
I'll
it might just be best to.
Yeah, just do what I can now. Okay, that's fine. I'll do Hunter's Mark to him then.
On which one?
And the big guy. The Gaggler.
Very well.
And
Running the clock.
Pew. Why is that
Hit.
advantage? Why is it advantage? Normal.
Miss and hit,
Miss
nonetheless.
and hit. Okay. So do that one then, and then plus 6.
Plus D6. Not plus 6, you wish.
Plus D6. Yeah, well, yeah.
Close enough.
That is what I meant. Yeah, close enough. I mean, it's something, so.
I thought we all should have learned the lesson at this point after multiple times it's come up. Every little bit helps, be it healing
Yeah.
or damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does.
So y'all should really stop doing that before I'd be like, yeah, you have to deal more than 20 damage on the killing board to actually kill something.
I know it's got
that-
hardness.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh no,
Alright,
the
I mean,
Gaggler,
the Gaggler has hardness. Hey!
Yeah. Now,
You made it
I'll
so
have
much
you know it's
worse.
called a gaggler because it gags people.
It has
but
a
secondly,
gaggle.
because it has a gaggle.
Yeah, look,
You want to move anywhere?
it's just gonna be gagging. That's all we care about.
Oh, that's not. Sorry.
You want to move anywhere?
I'm not. Nah, I'm a happy camper.
All right, Genevieve, bonus action to rage. I love that sweet rage. I forgot the range on this. I think it's 15 feet. Yeah. So, if that's the case. There, Mark. You are semi-protected now, Dusk. Even more so, at least. by Genevieve's magic item. So I'll put this shield thing there. So first off, increase your maximum HP by 5.
Cool.
And heal that amount as well. And basically, while you're within 15 feet of Genevieve at any given point in time, not through total cover. I make that mention now because it might come into play later. Not through total cover, however, but while you're within 15 feet of actual reachable distance from her, you get a D4 on top of your attack rolls and your saving throws, and wisdom saving throws and death saves if we get to there.
So just an extra D4 on pretty much everything.
Or the D4 on attack rolls and saving throws, and advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saves.
Okay.
Yeah. And with that, she's going to take a couple of shots at the big bird of evil origin. Not sharpshooter, but with advantage. Pew! Thank God it's not a sharpshooter. Pew! Both. Well, the first one hits, the other one barely hits. Pew!
But it hits.
So that's 14 plus 11, that's 25. Not bad. Not bad. Something like that. All right. That is her turn. Jace, your turn.
Hello.
This thing is roaring something fierce, by the way.
15. Yeah, I'm thoroughly gonna ignore that. 15. And then 20 to make sure I can see everyone. I'm going to cast Bless at first level and hit Genevieve, Dolly, and Magnus.
Very well. Running the clock.
And I have 10. Bonus action. I could overheal someone as a bonus action. I'm going to...
Who are the 3 people you're hitting again?
Magnus, Dolly, and Genevieve.
Magnus, Dolly, Genevieve. All right.
Yes. And I could just overheal someone by anywhere between a certain amount, correct? I believe at my level it's 2 of the hit dice.
Yes.
Okay. So I can hit him anywhere between that range.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna give Magnus another +5 then.
So get 5 over heal, Magnus.
Yeah. Oh wait, actually,
Non-refundable.
can I make that 8 instead?
Sure.
Okay.
This is different from 8 from before?
This is independent from aid. This is an overheal, not any spell doing the such. You also
So
have
my
blessing.
max hit, my max
So
health
your max
is
HP
not
isn't
increased.
touched. It's an overheal.
Okay, so I just get, I gotcha. So 8 above my current max.
Correct. Up until I, slam you with some sort of attack.
And it all
Noted.
goes away. And he is going to stay here. And he's going to stay there, and that's the end of my turn.
Roger. Now, in technicality, they both have the same dex, I believe, so... If that's the case, I'm going to say it goes first.